Welcome to Light Guided. This is Lisa, and I'm going to do your monthly energy reading for soul growth and healing messages for the month of September. I'm hoping this message finds you each well. And, you know, the messages won't resonate for everyone. Please take what does resonate and leave the rest behind. If you're interested in a personal reading, intuitive counseling, or distance energy healing, please check out Light Guided in the link below. And also, if you do like the overall style and feel of the messages, please like, share, and subscribe. And also feel free to leave us a comment. We always really like reading your comments. So with that, Aries, let's go ahead. Give me just a moment to tune into your energies for the month of September. And then I will pull a gemstone card to set the tone of the reading. Okay, thank you, Aries. All right, let's see, gemstone card for Aries. We have the energy of awakening crystal, emotional healing. And this card indicates that it's a master teacher card, so there's some major lessons here with this card. And I'm going to go ahead and read about the energy of this card so I don't miss anything important for you all. So this is the crystal here is a clear to smoky quartz crystal. These are the awakening crystals under emotional healing. And it supports all of your different chakras at every level. So the meaning of this energy is that it's deep, has deep clearing and healing on an emotional level, releasing and transforming grief, fear, and trauma. Allows you to understand your shadow side and assists in overcoming addiction. So that's the energy that's setting the tone for the reading. So it may be for some of you, there's some heavy energies possibly in the month of September, although I'm not really feeling that. But let's see what the cards reveal. Let's see what messages Spirit has for you. So I'm going to look at the energy of the recent past. What are you emerging from? And how is that energy supporting you moving into the new energy for September? I have several messages that actually came out here, and I think I'll go ahead and read all of these. So the first two energies here, what you're emerging from, this is your recent past. In your recent past, there's been a lot of activity, a lot of action, and I'm feeling like these were big actions, significant decisions, significant things that you needed to deal with, and really mainly affecting that second chakra, which is your sacral chakra, which is around manifestation, creativity. This is a very male energy, a very yang energy. So some big movement leading into September. And the way these cards came out, we had patience in the reverse. So I feel like whatever this energy is that you're emerging from either required a lot of patience, tested your patience, or you just had a lot of frustration, a lot of by frustration, it's kind of that energy of, again, having to make big decisions and take action, maybe in ways that you didn't want to, but that you needed to. And we also have the energy of woman holding a heart. And let me connect in with this energy a little bit more. Yeah, I feel like this energy, again, that you're emerging from had kind of the quality of sacrifice, making sacrifices for something that not necessarily bigger or more important, although that could be, but whatever decisions and actions that you had to take or were taking in the prior month, there's a feeling of sacrifice there that you had to give up something. And sometimes we give up things and we recognize there's a value on the other side. But this kind of feels like you gave something up to support or gift another person. So you gave something up of yours in order to support the needs of another person, another situation. That could be in a relationship, it could be family, it could be your kids, it could be work. But there's a sense of feeling of sacrifice here, giving something up, sacrificing something. Now, Aries, we're going to look at the current energies, and then we'll look into those a little bit deeper at the subconscious, conscious, and higher conscious levels as well. So let's look at the current energies. We have the energy of flamingo spirit, embrace the in-between. So it's possible for some of you moving out of this energy from prior time, from August, prior period, into September, that you may still be in a very in-between energy, where you might still be dealing with the repercussions or the consequences of these actions and decisions. We also have the energy of parrot spirit. Watch your words. So where you've had that experience of frustration, agitation, in that energy of sacrificing, there may be some resentment. There, again, frustration, agitation. Just be mindful about what you say and how you say it. I'm also getting, for some of you, that is the energy of, for those of you that are in an energy of manifestation. Watch what you're, I can't speak. Watch what you are manifesting. Watch your words and what you're manifesting. Because you may be manifesting things you're not intending to manifest, simply by the state of your emotions at this time and the words that you're using to express yourself. All right, so now we're going to look at the subconscious level. What's happening at the subconscious level with regard to this? One more card, please. Okay. Oh, wow. Beautiful. At the subconscious level, At the subconscious level, we have the energy of friendship. And for some of you, this might be, again, maybe you made a sacrifice for a friendship or a relationship, or a sacrifice for, I would call it like your tribe. These could be, it could be family. It could be people that you're connected with, a group of friends. It could be like a community like church or some other community that you're connected to in some way, where you've had to make a sacrifice to support this energy of friendship. I have the image, I don't know if who this is for, but I'm having the image of, there's something related here for at least a very few of you. Someone in the hospital. There's someone in the hospital that you've had to make a sacrifice for, something that you had to give up in order to support this person. And it was very difficult, and difficult to do the sacrifice, but also difficult to, it's like this is all you could give. You gave everything that you could, and it feels like it wasn't enough. So that's for someone listening to this reading. But in general, this is about you giving up something to support this energy of friendship. And there's a feeling here of losing a sense of freedom. Like maybe that was the sacrifice, is you sacrifice a sense of freedom. And the other message here is that the idea that you have related to freedom is more of an illusion, meaning that there's a part of you that feels like you sacrificed this sense of freedom, but actually it's not like you're trapped now. Do you know what I mean? It's not like just because you gave up freedom for this one thing that somehow you're trapped. That's not it at all. Yeah, so that'll be interesting. We'll see how the rest of the reading unfolds. And then this feeling of empowerment. What I'm getting here around the energy of empowerment, for some of you, you may be having the experience of feeling a little disempowered. But in the end, when all of the energy around this settles for you, you're going to come out of that with a higher sense of empowerment. You're going to realize that you made the right decision. You might not see it now, but you're going to realize that you made the right decision. And that's going to give you that sense of strength and empowerment back that maybe at the moment you're not able to see or experience. So let's also look at this from the level of consciousness. The conscious level. Too many cards. The conscious level for Aries. Thank you. At the conscious level, we have the energy of courage. It took a lot of courage. Whatever this situation was, whatever this action was that has left you now in this energy of kind of in between, it's taking a lot of courage for you, both to make that decision and take that action, but also to be in this in between place. And you're having the experience of healing right now. There's a lot of healing here, and it's interesting. I was getting, for some of you, this is about healing something from the past that may be much farther back than the more recent emerging energies. So whatever has occurred might be bringing up more energy that was from the past, that you're having to now deal with some of that as well. I'm getting... I don't often, what do I want to say? Sometimes I get very, very specific messages for people, and I'm getting one here around you were caught red-handed, or you caught someone red-handed, but I feel like this is for you, and it may be related to that old situation. Whatever that old situation was, something may have happened in your past where you were caught not being honest about something, you were caught doing something you weren't supposed to be doing, and whatever repercussions came of that are kind of being revisited now. Again, this is just for one or two of you. There's more message here, and I want to see how the rest of the reading unfolds before I consider a clarifier, because I feel like the rest of the reading will help to illuminate that. And then we have the energy of travel. For some of you, this might be a desire to kind of get away, get out of the situation. You might want to be not really looking at it right now, kind of turning your back on it. You may need some time to heal. You may need some time to really process everything that's happened before you can face it head on. And yeah, there's an energy of sadness here, an energy of grief, kind of a little bit of heaviness here for some of you. Let's take a look at what's happening at the higher conscious level. This is like the level of what's happening intuitively that you may or may not be fully connected to yet, but that is coming into your awareness. We have the energy of spirit guide. So even if you're not able to see it right now, even if you can't fully connect with it right now, Spirit is here with you, guiding you through this situation. Some of you feel like this is a healing of karma. For some of you, that's your language. I'm healing karma. We have the energy of transformation. So yeah, these are big energies. These are big energies connected. I feel like there's specific situations for some of you that are triggering these very, very big energies. It's not like there is an overall big energy that's happening. It's like these very, very specific things that are triggering this evolution or this transformation. And it's leaving you a little bit weak in the knees. Like you're not quite sure how you're going to emerge from this. But we are seeing the energy of new beginnings. And I do feel like at the end of September, this new beginning will make itself known to you. That the energy will shift in such a way by the end of September that you're going to have much more clarity, and the details of this situation will have dissipated a little bit. They will have calmed down. So because there's such richness in this energy, and I feel like there's a very specific story here that wants to emerge, I'm going to go ahead and pull some additional clarifiers and see what more we can learn for you, Aries, for the month of September. Spirit, what more can we know for Aries in the month of September? Thank you. Ooh. What more can we know for Aries in the month of September? Too many cards. What more can we know for the month of September? Thank you. Let me pull a couple of more cards. I feel like there's 2 or 3 more. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Okay. So I'm getting the energy of resistance. There's an energy of fear and resistance around whatever this situation is for you. And there's part of you, you're waiting for this new beginning, you're waiting for this new opportunity, you're waiting for this new energy, and you're really trying to stay grounded. You're trying to stay focused and you're trying to stay grounded. Some of you are, sorry, I'm not showing you the cards. 9 of Wands here. We had the Page of Pentacles and now the 9 of Wands. Some of you are feeling kind of dubious, untrusting about how things are unfolding. I'm also getting for some of you that this is a person in your immediate environment who is behaving in a way where they're not trusting you and they're being upset and angry with you. And I'm hearing that there's more to the story, but it's something that you feel like you need to clean up. It's something that you feel like you need to address. And you're trying to stay grounded so that you can step into that and address the situation with this person. Very possibly, we have the Lover's card. It's possible for some of you this is a love relationship. It's possible for some of you there was an ending to this relationship, and that and there's some kind of healing that needs to happen here. Somebody who was behaving kind of cold, a little stubborn and cold, maybe walked away from this situation, leaving the other person confused and upset. I feel like this is more your energy, Aries, this kind of confused and upset energy. And what's needed here is this energy of strength. Now, that's not to say just because there's a need for some healing doesn't mean that you have to depending on what happened in this situation, right? And your current relationship or your current connection with this person, it doesn't mean you have to run in and like, you know, call them and email them and try to make it right. But it may be even at the spiritual level, that at an energetic level, that you need to heal what's going on in you to allow the situation to heal as well. And I'm getting more, for most of you, this is more energetic. This feels like, for most of you, an older situation, going back to that past situation, caught red-handed. I had mentioned something about that. So there's kind of two storylines happening here. But for those of you that this resonates with, I feel like this past situation, the reason that it's coming up now is because it's really calling for some healing. It's really calling for some healing so that you can move forward. You may be feeling very stuck in this in-between place right now and not sure how to navigate it. And it might be that for some of you, this situation that has happened in the past is preventing you from moving forward. So again, back to this energy of emotional healing, there's a need for some of this healing to happen. Okay. So let's look at what needs to be healed or released. I think this is kind of telling the story, but let's look a little bit closer at what needs to be healed and released. We have the energy of empathy, and this says, I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. So it may be for some of you that you're only seeing one side of the situation, and it's making it difficult for you to let go because you're only seeing the one side. You may only be seeing your side of the situation. And it's keeping in with this energy. It's keeping you kind of stuck. Or for some of you, it may be that you're only seeing the other side of the situation and you're not seeing, you're not giving compassion and empathy to yourself or forgiveness to yourself in whatever this was. Okay, so let's look also at what energy we want to sustain. What energy do you want to sustain in the month of September? Perfection. Sustaining the energy of humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. That is so brilliant, because I was feeling kind of a heaviness here in your reading, Aries. I'm also really drawn in this card that the color green, and also the I think that's the happiness Buddha in the back. So I'm being called to recognize that humor is very healing here for you. And often when we're dealing with things that are hurtful emotionally, we can get very serious about them, and getting into that seriousness allows them to continue to feel stuck. So by bringing some levity, bringing some humor into the situation for ourselves really helps to move things forward. So Aries, let's also look at what needs to be started, what action needs to be taken or begun in the month of September. This is the energy of change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. So as I was saying, when we hold on to energy consciously or unconsciously, things can't move or change when we're in that space of stuckness. All right, so let's take a look at outcome. Let's see what the outcome of this situation is going to be for you, Aries. Let's look at the outcome. Oh, wow. Okay. So the outcome energies, we have the first energy of compassion. And what I'm feeling from this energy for you, Aries, is that it's a painful lesson. It's a painful experience that brings you into this energy of compassion. But it's what I'm hearing is that that's the way it's supposed to be. You need to, in order to really connect in with the level of compassion and healing that is happening through this situation, it's like this is just the way it needs to unfold. We also have the energy of family. This may be for some of you, even though the Lover's card came up here, for some of you, whatever this situation is, may really be about something in your family, healing this in your family. And so the outcome here, what I'm seeing is that even through the pain and through the difficulty, that there is healing in your family, that your family will also gain the benefit of this healing. And part of that is going to be through your emotional healing, but also I'm hearing you have to, it's like making sure that you tell the truth, making sure that you're honest, making sure that you're communicating. And that will help to heal this family energy as well. And then finally, we have the energy of answers. And for some of you who are feeling, again, stuck, unsure, not quite knowing how to navigate, this energy really supports the awareness that Spirit is around you all the time. Spirit is with you. And what I'm hearing is ask the questions and you'll get the answers. So if you're not asking the questions of Spirit or of yourself in areas where can I find clarity? What do I need to do to heal this situation? If you're not asking those questions, you're not going to get the answers. So you need to start asking the questions. Asking Spirit for guidance, asking Spirit to reveal to you next right action, asking Spirit to support your decisions moving forward or bring clarity so that you can make decisions moving forward. I'm being called to clarify this for some of you as well. I feel like this is a very complicated, it feels like a complicated story for some of you. Spirit, oh my goodness. Spirit, what more can we know for Aries in the outcome of this situation? What more can we know for Aries in the outcome of this situation, please? Thank you. There's part of you that wants, well, part of you that, lots of messages here. For some of you, you're experiencing a sense that like you're being punished or that you should be punished for bad behavior. It's like, well, I made that mistake. It's really up to me to now deal with the consequences of that. That belief, that energy is also keeping you stuck. That somehow you deserve what you get. That you brought this on yourself. So there's a need for some shifting around that. Lots of messages here. There's some fear about making a decision, about stepping forward, but a decision does need to be made. One way or the other, a decision needs to be made. And you know what I'm getting from that is once you make the decision, you're going to feel much freer, much more. I feel like this is repeating some of the messages that came through at the beginning of the reading, so it's good affirmation. You'll feel freer once that decision is made. We have the energy of Queen of Swords. For some of you in this situation, you may be feeling very cold, very guarded before you make the decision, as you're taking time to really think through what's going on. Yeah, and really, really going inward with that Seven of Wands. And allowing whatever needs to come forward, and allowing that to be from a place of clarity and a place of confidence. It doesn't have to be from the energy of defensiveness. And then finally we have the Ace of Wands. I feel like from this reading that for those of you that this does resonate for, there's part of you that already knows everything that I've just said. There's part of you that already knows all of this. It's like, yep. I need to do this. I need to do this. I need to take the next right action. So there's, at least for some of you, this is resonating very, very strongly. And so you're getting confirmation. This message is confirmation of next steps and moving forward and bringing healing to this situation so that there are new beginnings. All right, beautiful. I normally pull a card from the prophet, Khalil Gibran, but they're kind of heavy. The energy of those are kind of heavy and intense. So I feel like we've had a lot of intensity in your reading. So I'm going to pull a couple of soul cards, and then I'm going to pull the heart and soul messages as well for you. And I feel like y'all need some angel readings too, but those are not out. One more, please. So I have 3 messages for you, soul messages. How can I infuse more self-love and compassion into my daily life? If your compassion does not include yourself, it is incomplete. Yes. Who can I serve today? In a world lacking soul-to-soul connections, small and simple acts are what create the biggest and most lasting impact. We shift our own pain and experience in avalanche of love when we lose ourselves in the service of others. Who needs you today? And finally, we have name all the things you love. Are you one of them? I give myself all the love and attention I need. Beautiful. I'm going to pull a heart and soul message for you as well. Have the energy of Isis, the goddess of Isis. Tune into the subtle and divine force within me, and you shall sense the subtle and divine force within yourself and all living things. Over the coming days, there is a heightened sense of spiritual connection with Isis, goddess of motherhood, magic, and fertility. All right, so I'm being called to bring out my angel cards, but they're not where I'm sitting, so give me just a moment. Okay, so Spirit has some very special angel messages for you. Thank you. Wow, lots. Okay. First one, we have the energy, the angel, our Archangel Raphael. Feel yourself surrounded by my emerald green light. I, Archangel Raphael, offer you healing and solace. The storm clouds will soon clear and the sun will shine eternally bright. Trust. We have the energy of surrender. These are angel messages, by the way. Messages from your angels. Surrender. There is no point in pushing the barrow up such a steep hill. Go back to the start. Surrender your expectations. There is an easier way. When the time is right, a new path will appear. Sacred space. We, your guardian angels, surround you with emerald gold and rose pink light. Surrender your concerns and worries and enter the sacred space of love and healing. And the last message from your angels is the energy of diversity. The world would be a boring place if we were all the same. Celebrate your uniqueness. You are special and much loved. Thank you, Aries. I'm sending you much love until we meet again. And with that, Stay well, and we'll connect in October. Take care.